From the town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center in Bethpage, LI Sports Network presents New York Islanders Nassau High School Hockey League action. Tonight it's Bethpage taking on Port Washington. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Peter Schwartz. Welcome to Bethpage. Welcome to another outstanding matchup as the 3-0 Bethpage Golden Eagles skate tonight against Port Washington. The Vikings off to a tough start, though, at 0-3. Bethpage is also missing some key players here tonight, some because of injury and some because of travel hockey requirements. Most notably, their best defenseman, Jake Kelly, is out tonight, as is one of their top forwards, Stavros Likarentsos. And Matthew Homan is still out with an injury. Nico Likarentsos out because of injury as well. And their starting goalie will be Matteo Belize. Head coach is Jeff Schmier. Tell you about Port Washington in just a moment. You see the teams are on the ice. Bethpage in their gold uniforms. They are the visiting team tonight across the street from their high school. And Port Washington, the Vikings, are in the home blues as Bethpage wins the draw. Lissica came right across, got that shot. Now it's deflected over to the far side, kept in by Lissica, one of the top players on Bethpage. We'll tell you more about him as we go along, as the puck is sent in on Belize, and he holds on. Port Washington, I mentioned, comes in 0-3. Their starting goalie, Marko Vucmilovic, a member of the 16U AAA Islanders, and he is defending the goal to our left here in period number 1. Bethpage, number 4 in the latest power rankings through November 18th. And again, they are as through November 18th, and since that other win, they're 3-0 with 6 points on the season so far. Puck played at center ice. Marola, now here's Lissica to McCann, and McCann will throw it towards the goal. Vucmilovic making the save, and Port Washington on the offensive here, but a long pass down the ice goes too far. They wave off icing. Back to play Morgan, and the puck finds its way to Belize for a face-off. LaRussa on the draw for Port Washington. Puck is played out towards center ice, and skating back on it there for Port Washington was Weintraub. Now the centering pass by Bethpage goes into the corner, now behind the goal. Weintraub fights for it for Port Washington. The puck rattles off the back of the cage, and the Vikings can get it out to the blue line, but no further, as McAuliffe sends it back in and around, in behind the goal. Now to the far side. And the puck is played to the near side and out. Almost 2 minutes in of a scoreless game. Bosco sends it into the slot, and it's knocked away. Skating out is Craneman, but he lost it at the blue line. And now here is Labosco. Has it knocked off his stick. The puck comes to center. On it was Scott. He threw it in. Wadika to Lapertosa, and he threw it towards the goal, deflects off into the corner. Lapertosa lays the lumber there, and the puck comes back to the Bethpage zone, and the Golden Eagles set to regroup. Bethpage coming into play tonight at top standings in the Islanders Nassau High School Hockey League. Dancing across is Lissica. The puck is now played out to center ice. Lissica last week with a highlight film power play end-to-end game-winning goal in overtime. We'll see if we see more of that magic from him tonight. Puck is jammed along the boards and sent in by the Vikings, in behind the Golden Eagle zone. The goal. Now the puck in behind the net near Sheehan. And here's Lissica to center across the blue line. Lissica tries to dance around. Puck steered off into the corner. Puck played out towards the line. It's kept in by Backholtz. Now it comes out, and it's going to go all the way down. That's going to be an icing call on Port Washington with 11:14, now 13 to go in this opening period. Face off to the right of Marko Fuchmilovic. Puck sent around and out to center ice, and here come the Vikings with Craneman. Craneman into the corner behind the goal. Craneman falls down, and he's still trying to battle it. Comes in front, knocked off to the near side, and the Gold Eagles come out the center. They play a little too deep. The icing is waved off. Going back to play it is Weintraub, and he sends it around to the far side. The Vikings try to clear the zone. They can't. Now they do. And the puck back to the Golden Eagle zone. And here comes Bethpage. Marola tries to get his stick on it. Does not quite do it. It's going to go for icing. And there'll be a face-off back in Bethpage zone. On the draw is Evan Friedman for Port Washington. He won the draw but played it back too deep. It goes all the way back to the Port Washington end. And the Vikings will have to regroup. To the near side, Nadboy to the line but not out. Thrown on by Lapertosa. Puck deflects over to the far side. Battle for it along the boards, and the Vikings come away with it. Puck is deflected to the near side, and on it there is Vinty. Vinty sends it around, and the Golden Eagles back on it. Now puck over to the far side, and the Golden Eagles come out. Lissica to center, takes a bump, but now a 2-on-1 for the Golden Eagles. There's a shot right on, and a save by Vuchmilovic. The puck goes off into the corner. Centering pass attempt is deflected, goes now to the far side, and getting on it there is Wadika. Wadika lost it. The puck is chipped out to the far side, and here come the Vikings to center ice. Here's Friedman dancing around into the circle. Shot goes off to the far side. Belize might have gotten a piece of it. There's a pad save by Belize. The puck comes out to the line and all the way out, and the Vikings have to circle back with Morisano. And there's a long pass that's going to go for an icing. And a face-off all the way back in the Port Washington zone with 9:12 to go in this first period, scoreless game. Crowd still filing in. Puck off the draw, play to the far side, and it's Kefalis. And now to Scott, and he throws it in behind the goal. On it there was Morgan, and the Golden Eagles come out the center. It's taken away at the line by Port Washington, brought in offsides, and a stoppage of play as Morisano skated it across the line offsides. And the clock stops with 8:51 to go in the first period. Head coach for Bethpage is Jeff Schmier. The head coach for Port Washington, Michael Alfano. Puck is deflected off to the near side. Vikings try to get it out. Morgan holds it in at the line. Morgan now sends it back in all the way around the boards, in behind the goal. And the puck is played to the near side and now chipped out of the zone there by Barr. And played right back in by Bethpage, but Spanos dump in goes up over the glass into the protective netting, and we'll have a face-off just outside the Port Washington blue line. Marco Lissica back out on the ice. McCann on his left. Morisano on the draw for Port Washington. Here's Lissica. Skates across the line to the near side. Drops it back from McCann to the slot. Now dumps it in. Lissica behind the goal. Lissica tries to play it in deep a little further to McCann, to Lissica in the circle. Lissica now drifts to the far side. Lissica still on the puck. High slot, shot over top of the net. There is McCann. Gets it back out to the point, but they can't keep it in. Lapertosa has to go back with Lissica to get the puck. Now the Golden Eagles, potential 2-on-1. The pass to McCann, the shot, and a save by Vucmilovic. McCann set up brilliantly, and a great save, point blank by Vucmilovic. Lissica on the draw. Puck to the far side. On it there is Morisano. Tries to play it out. Played right back in by Bethpage. Vucmilovic plays it to his defenseman far side. It's swung all the way back around to Ben Stein. Now Lapertosa in his own zone for Bethpage. Scoreless game still as we approach 7 minutes to go. Turnover on the far side. Bethpage able to get it back, and skating to the center. Here's Lissica. Lissica with speed. Lissica towards the slide. There's a centering pass. Save. Rebound. Comes back out, and it's going to be cleared by Port Washington. Another great save by Vucmilovic. And the Port Washington fans behind me are going to get angry. Puck on the far side. Fires around the boards. Out to the near side. It's going to come out to center. And it's Evan Friedman to center. Lost it at the line. Puck is deflected up in the air, and the Golden Eagles come out with it. Here's Lissica across the blue line. Lissica to the circle. Side of the net is a shot deflected out of play by the blocker of Vucmilovic, and we'll have a face-off in the Port Washington end. .6:11 on the clock. McAuliffe on the draw, wins it, gets it out to the line. Mackholtz threw it on, and the save. Vucmilovic holds onto it. Nick Morgan at 1 point here for Bethpage. There's a shot off the draw towards the slot, and there's a shot by Labasco that goes in behind the goal. LaRussa. There's a centering pass. Goes to the far side, into the corner. Out to the point, Craneman. In behind the goal. Dante Vinti played it there. That goes into the corner. In front, there's a save by Belize. A point blank save there on Vinti. Again out in front, another save, and Bethpage able to clear the zone. Here come the Golden Eagles. Labasco throws it in. Puck played to the far side, now back in behind the goal into the corner. Bertoza, and the puck is played back out to center. McAuliffe has it go off his stick at the line. Lapertosa sends it over to Lissica on the far side. Lissica circling in his own zone. Here comes Marco Lissica to center. Lissica, stick handling. Around another player. Feeds in front. Deflected. Rebound. Comes to the near side. Lissica's got it back. Lissica throws it towards the far side. Doesn't connect. And now the puck is played out to center ice. Lapertosa is going to go back to play it for the Golden Eagles. Scoreless hockey game as we head towards the 4-minute mark here to go in the first period. In the slot, Port Washington with a chance here, and Evan Freeman's backhander goes to the far corner, and Lissica picks it up there. Let's see if he does another end-to-end rush to center, to the blue line, to the high slot. Backhanded pass to the far side for Scoleri. And now the puck is played out to center all the way down. They're going to wave off icing as the puck does not reach the goal line. And now the Golden Eagles trying to get something going here with Morgan. Puck played to the corner. Now into the slot. Lissica's on it there, but he couldn't hold on. And the puck comes out to center ice. And Mavroukas plays it over to the far side. Here's a pass that's intercepted. Goldstein on a breakaway. Backhander and a save. A save by Bolis on the breakaway by Evan Friedman. Great save there to keep this a scoreless game. It was a bad pass, and Friedman went in all alone, but Bolis made the save. Here's Lissica to the slot. Shot one over top of the net. Comes off to the near side, picked up by Marola. Now Sheehan in the high slot, fires one right on, and it's gobbled up by Vuchmilovic. No further play. Best scoring chance for either team just moments ago. A breakaway by Evan Friedman, and it was Mateo Bolis who stones him on the breakaway. Right back to Vuchmilovic. He holds on again. McAuliffe to take the draw here for Bethpage. And the puck again squirts over to Vuchmilovic. And we'll have another face-off. 2:37 on the clock. Off the draw, now to Lapertosa, fires one off to the far corner. Going for it there was Marola, and now the puck played to the far side, to the point, but not out. Now it's cleared by the Vikings as they come to center ice with Nadboy. And behind the goal to LaRussa. And the Golden Eagles try to get it out, and they do to center. Here comes McCann. McCann gets it in behind the goal. Puck comes all the way back around. Lapertosa laid the lumber there as he was able to dance away from a check. McCann will send it in. It's knocked down by Morisano. And now across the line, there is Evan Friedman. Drops it off, and there's a shot and a save by Bolis, and it goes in behind the goal. Puck comes around to the far side. Into the slot. Lissica picks it up there for the Golden Eagles as we head towards a minute to go in the first period of a scoreless hockey game. Lissica to the blue line. Sends it to the far side. There's a shot, a save right in front. Lissica, the rebound, and it's deflected off into the corner. McCann throws it towards the net, and it comes into the corner again. Golden Eagles buzzing now with Lissica behind the goal. Lissica tried to get it to McCann out in front. It's deflected to the far side, and it comes out to center. 40 seconds to go in this first period. Morgan to Lissica. Into the slot. There's a shot that goes wide of the mark there by Wadika, and it comes to Vucmilovic, and he holds on. 29 seconds left on the clock. Puck's going to come out. Outside the blue line, and a face-off here in the final 30 seconds. Spanos got it back to the blue line, and the Golden Eagles will skate it out, try to get a late rush here. Lissica across the blue line. Lissica to the circle. Lissica behind the net, tries to center it. It's deflected off to the near side. Out to the point, Lapertosa with a shot deflected just wide of the post. Cleared around the far side. Lissica lays a check in the corner. And we've reached the end of the first period. And Bethpage was buzzing with some opportunities. Port Washington had the great chance on the breakaway by Evan Friedman. But we've reached the end of the first period with the score. Bethpage and Port Washington scoreless here on the LI Sports Network. Peter Schwartz back with you in Bethpage, start of period 2. And the Golden Eagles and the Vikings scoreless as we have just started the second period. Puck out to center. Stein sends it in, back to play Lapertosa for Bethpage. Out of the half wall to Marola, gets it out to Lissica. Lissica across the blue line, sends it in front. Who's looking for Marola, doesn't connect there. The Vikings shoot it all the way down. We're gonna have an icing here on Port Washington. You hear the Port Washington faithful cheering for their goaltender, Marko Vucmilovic. Face off to the right of Vuc. Out to the point, there's a shot that's knocked down, played back out to center all the way down, and this will be another icing on Port Washington with 14-13 left to go in the second period. And Bethpage on top of the standings, 3-0, 6 points. Coming into play here tonight. Off the draw, Morgan Can't hold it in at the line. Sends it back towards the line. Now there's a scrum along the boards. And the Vikings come away with it across the line. There's a shot by LaRussa, goes off to the far side. And here come the Golden Eagles. Centering pass in front for McCann, goes behind the goal. And the Vikings come to center. Puck played in behind the goal. Playing it there was Morgan. Had it knocked away. Got some help from Lissica behind his own goal. Plays it over to Morgan, and the Golden Eagles will come out to center. McCann sends ahead to Marola. Marola coming in, backhander shot saved by Vučmilović. Let's take a look at that again. Marola at the partial breakaway there, hit a bump from behind by Nadboy, but he's able to get the backhanded shot off, and Vučmilović equal to the task. Puck played into the slot, taken away again. Golden Eagles buzzing once again towards the net. And Labasco can't get a shot away, goes in behind the goal. Golden Eagles buzzing. Scoreless game here in the second period. Wadika. It's out to the point. Here's Morgan. Slides one towards the net, it's deflected over top of the goal. Now back out in front, and Vučmilović has it. Now we've got some pushing and shoving. Some extracurricular activity after the whistle. There was the shot by Morgan. Hard to tell if it was intentionally shot wide, but in any event, it was tipped. And there you see the pushing and the shoving. Number 8, Craneman for Port Washington. Wadika for Bethpage was in there as well. And just a whole lot of pushing and shoving, no penalties called. And a face-off outside the Port Washington line. Still a scoreless game. Lissica tried to dance in. Puck to the far side. In front, Lissica circles behind the goal. Tries to center it back out in front, and Vučmilović has it. No further play. .12:19 to go in period 2, a scoreless game. The 3-0 Golden Eagles and the 0-3 Vikings, but it's been a good one so far. Lissica tries to skate the center, lost it off his stick. Puck still loose at center ice. And Port Washington is able to get it into the Bethpage zone, but not much further than that, as Mavroukas plays it back out to center. Physical play picking up here a little bit in the second period of a scoreless game. Puck is chipped back into the Bethpage zone. Back to play it is Sheehan. And he'll try the near side. Now to the middle of the ice. Goes near side, Lissica to center. Lissica across the blue line. Dances into the slot. Still tough on the puck. Gets it back out to the blue line. Now skating in. Centering pass in front is deflected. Back to the near side. Puck goes to the far side. Bertozzo with the shot. That's deflected off into the corner. Here's Lissica for the slot, deflected, and it goes wide of the mark. Vučmilović may have gotten a piece of that one as well. And the Vikings come out to center. Another close call there for Bethpage. Morisanu gets a return pass. Centering pass comes all the way through to the far side. Vinti on it, into the corner, into the slot, and Marola will get it out to center. Almost a too many men on the ice for Bethpage as Lissica just got over the boards. Puck centered out in front. And Belize makes the save. 10.5 minutes, less than that to go here in period 2. Somehow this is still a scoreless hockey game. Good chances for both teams. Both goalies have put up the goose eggs. Off the draw, puck into the slot, and it's sent out to center. McCann is on it there for the Golden Eagles. McCann across the line. McCann takes a bump. Left it from Morgan, and the puck comes out to center. Here come the Vikings to center with Friedman. And there's a shot deflected. Now back out to the corner. Lapertosa sends it up the boards, but not out. Kept in by Port Washington. Friedman goes to dig it out in the corner. Friedman holds it. Gets around one player, takes it in behind the goal. Now a centering pass in front. Lapertosa sends it to the far half wall. Right back out in front, and the shot is deflected into the corner. Picking it up there was McAuliffe, and he sends it down the ice. And now the Vikings back the other way. On it here is Scott. Scott is pushed off the play, and the puck rolls to Belize for a face-off. And we're still scoreless. Some jawing between the Port Washington fans and the Bethpage players. All in good fun, of course. Off the draw, puck is in front of the net. Still loose, and Lissica clears it here for Bethpage. Gets it across center ice, across the blue line. Lissica is still dancing with it. And the Vikings are able to clear the zone out to center. Mavrukas tried to play it back in, and he does, goes behind the goal. And Craneman has it for Port Washington behind his own goal. And he's just waiting there, not doing anything. Now looking for some open ice. Tries the middle, and there he goes across the blue line to center ice. Craneman across the blue line to the slot, to the circle. Now behind the goal, tough angle shot is right on, and Belize makes the save. He'll hold for a face-off. Nothing doing on the score sheet for either team so far, as we've hit 8 minutes and 34 seconds to go in period 2. Lissica behind his own goal. In deep further to Mavrukas. Lapertosa to center. Here's Lissica to the blue line. Lissica fires a shot, and it's a save for Vuchmilovic. And he hears it from the crowd. It went off his helmet. We're going to take a look at this again. I think he intentionally tried to save it with his helmet. Lissica with the shot. Vuchmilovic intentionally tried to save that with his helmet. That's not how it's supposed to go. He makes another save, another face-off. Michael, can we see that again? Michael Brown, our great producer. I got it. We'll get it. We'll get it next whistle. I got to see that again. And there's a shot, and Vuchmilovic somehow made that save as well. The Vuch is loose here tonight. Puck in behind the goal, and the Vikings try to come away with it. Lissica on the far half wall. Spins around from a check. moving in, shot and a save. That shot came from Marola. We've got a little bit of everything in this game so far. There's no goals. Bethpage putting some pressure on once again. Lapertosa in the corner. Puck is still in deep. Centering pass out in front, and it's deflected away. Lissica with a backhanded shot. It goes into the corner. Lapertosa goes to track it down. And it looks like the Vikings are finally going to clear the zone. They do all the way down, and this is going to be an icing call on Port Washington. Well, you cannot put any more pressure on goal. This is the save we were talking about before. Here's Lissica across the blue line. Now watch this. It's not the hardest shot, but he throws it on goal, and Vučmilović intentionally saves it with his helmet, and the puck is dislodged there. Lodged in his helmet, and they have to get it out. Vikings clear it to center. Morgan plays it far side. That's going to be too far, and that's going to be icing. .6:45 to go in period 2. This has been good stuff here in this one tonight. McAuliffe on the draw against Friedman, and Morgan plays it behind the goal for Bethpage. Tries the far side, gets it to the line but not out, sent right back in. The Vikings still on it in the offensive zone. Puck still in the Bethpage zone. Player taken down in front. That was Harrison Roth, who was leveled to the ice. Bad clearing pass. Friedman has it far side at the half wall. Sends it out to the point. Here's a shot, and it's a save by Belize, goes off into the corner. And we're going to have another icing call here as the puck is played. Nope, they're going to wave it off, as back to play it was Goldstein. Belize behind his own goal will leave it. Lapertosa had it taken away momentarily, but there to help him out was McAuliffe, who gets the Spanos, and he lost it at the line. And Port Washington still trying to get some pressure on. Along the near wall, Friedman tried to get a stick on it. The puck is played to the far side. On it there was Mike Scott. And a scrum on the far side, and coming away with it was Brendan Lang. Puck sent towards the net, now out to center ice. And Port Washington has to get back. Now across the line again here comes Mike Scott. Trying to feed far side to Kefalis. And now Bethpage takes over as they come to center ice. Here's Lissica to the circle, fires one, goes off into the corner. The puck goes in behind the goal. McAuliffe is back there with Lissica, trying to jar it free. Knocked away there by Lang, gets over to the far side, and the Vikings are going to clear the zone. And again, they're going to send it all the way down, wide of the net for another icing, with 4:46 on the clock in the second period. Now face off to the right of Vučmilović. Off the draw, Vikings get it out to the line and out. And a potential 2-on-1 here. Centering pass is deflected at first, but then to the slot, and LaRussa couldn't get his stick on it on goal. And the Golden Eagles back the other way. A scoreless hockey game. Puck played towards the net, deflected wide, goes in behind the goal. Where Scolari had it. And now the Vikings are going to try to clear, and they do, to the far side, across the blue line. And going to get it is LaRussa. LaRussa on the half wall, into the circle, fires one right on. Belize made the save off into the corner. Now pinching in was Ben Stein, sending him behind the goal. Centering pass Deflected to the near side, and coming out is Lissica. Lissica dances across the blue line, into the circle. Centering pass out in front, rebound shot. Again, the save goes off into the corner. And the chance you hear are Vooch. Another save. Now the puck played in by the Vikings. Back to play it is Morgan for Bethpage. He has it knocked to the near side. Morgan's able to get it to the line and out and back to center ice. Puck played right back in, delayed offside. Port Washington able to tag up. The Golden Eagles come out to center, and sending it in is Marola in behind the goal. Puck into the corner. On the near side, Lissica takes it in deep. Now gets it back out to the point for Morgan, who holds it in. Now to the line and out and back to center ice where Lissica has it. Here is a centering pass out in front and a shot that goes wide. Vucmilovic may have gotten a piece of it on the shot by McCann. Players tripped up. And now the Vikings come right back. And there's a shot by Schiff. And it comes out to center. Back to play it is Goldstein. Here come the Golden Eagles back the other way with Sheehan. On the right side, there's a shot. Save, rebound in front. It goes off into the corner. Vucmilovic coming up big again on a point-blank save. Out to center. Here comes Bethpage back the other way. Lapertosa dropping to Lissica. Fires one, goes wide of the mark. Mavroukas try to keep it in. And Bethpage has to come all the way back as we head towards 90 seconds to go in the second period and a scoreless game. We have an offsides at the Bethpage line. The story of this game, Marko Vucmilovic, the goalie for Port Washington, putting on a show. Another offsides. I'd say he was standing on his head, but he made a save with his head before. So we'll have a face-off just outside the Bethpage blue line with 1:22 on the clock. McAuliffe will take the draw for Bethpage. That's one back by Port Washington. And here come the Vikings down the slot. It was LaRussa had to take it away from him. Here's Wadika, lost it on the near side for Bethpage, and Port Washington back across the Golden Eagle line. Puck is sent in behind the goal to Craneman. Craneman tried to center. He had LaRussa wide open in the slot and couldn't get him the puck. Coming up on 45 seconds to go. Second period. Still scoreless. Port Washington back across the line. Here's Friedman on the near side. Friedman sends it into the slot, but Bethpage back the other way with Lapertosa. 1-on-2 to the blue line. Tries to skate around the defenseman. Can't do it as he's bottled up. The puck comes to center. Port Washington with 20 seconds to go. Puck taken away. Back the other way is McAuliffe. McAuliffe has Wadika with him. McAuliffe fires a shot. Sticked off by Vucmilovic. Schiff sends it out to center. 2 seconds. And that's the end of period 2. What a game so far here tonight in Bethpage. We've played 2 periods. Bethpage 0, Port Washington 0 on the LI Sports Network.
Telling you now this game ends one of
Peter Schwartz back with you at the Town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center in Bethpage. It has been quite the hockey game so far. Scoreless through 2 periods, Bethpage and Port Washington. The story of this game is Port Washington goalie Marko Vuchmilovic. And those have been the chants you have been hearing from the Port Washington fans here at the game tonight, screaming Vuch, and he has been outstanding with a host of unbelievable saves, some of them point blank. And that is the reason why we are scoreless here, starting the 3rd period. Play is underway here in the opening minute of period 3. Who will be the hero? Here's a breakaway right down the slot. Here's Marola with a shot, and there's a save. It might have been deflected from behind, and Vuchmilovic is down. As the net came off its moorings, Vuchmilovic made the save. Again, it could have been deflected from behind. It was knocked away. And Vuchmilovic gets up to his feet. They'll have to reset the goal. There was some contact. We'll see if there's a penalty. The penalty box door for Port Washington is open. And they close the door now, so no penalty on the play. 14:31 to go in period 3. So we're just a half a minute into period 3 of a scoreless game, and another great play by Vuchmilovic. But now the faceoff's going to come out outside the Port Washington line, as they're going to say that Bethpage was responsible for the net coming off the moorings. Faceoff won by the Vikings as Vinty has it taken away. Here come the Golden Eagles, back the other way. Lissica in front, shot, score! Marko Lissica breaks the scoreless tie. And it's 1-0 Bethpage. Marko Lissica, a backhanded shot past Vuchmilovic. And it's 1-0 Golden Eagles. And here you see the excited Bethpage players. It took 2 periods and almost a minute of the 3rd for us to have a goal, and it's Marko Lissica who finally is able to beat Vuchmilovic for the first goal of the game. Face off it. Center ice following the goal, and it's Lissica, the captain, who stays out there to take the face-off. Lissica, team leader in goals with 4 and points with 7 coming in. So that's his 5th goal of the season, and it came at a really good time for Bethpage to break a scoreless tie here early in the 3rd. Here's a shot right on, and Belize makes the save for Bethpage, and the Golden Eagles able to get it to center. Playing it back there, that player on Port Washington couldn't see it. Here's a centering pass, another save by Vuchmilovic. Now the play into the corner. On it there was Marola. Marola took a bump. Centering pass out to the point. Laportosa holds it in, sends it back in behind the goal. Lissica's got it. Lissica, and it's frozen on the side of the net. Vuchmilovic is able to hold it for the face-off. And a face-off will come up here to the left of Vuchmilovic. And Vuchmilovic, make no mistake about it, has put on a show here tonight. And we're going to have a penalty here on Port Washington, a player is in the penalty box. We're going to have a power play here for Bethpage. Did not see the call by the official. We'll try to get that for you. So now the Golden Eagles go to work here on the power play, trying to expand on their 1-0 lead. Lissica will take the draw in the offensive zone. It's Lissica, it's McCann, it's Marola, Sheehan, and Nick Morgan out there on the power play unit for the Golden Eagles. Centering pass in front for McCann. Off to the near boards. Lissica will just rag it back to center ice, and Bethpage will regroup and start all over again on the power play. McCann at center ice. McCann across the line. He'll stop, dumps it off to the half wall on the far side from Marola. Now played back in by Morgan. Off to the near side, Sheehan along the half wall. Here's Lissica dancing down the left side. Rags it back out towards the blue line. Lissica to the far side in the circle. Now behind the goal, Lissica still on it. Lissica still holding into the slot. Lissica down the slot, passes far side to Marola, and we've got a whistle away from the puck. The net came off the moorings once again. So we'll have a face-off in the Port Washington zone. 1:04 on the power play, 12:46 in the period, a 1-0 Bethpage lead. The early third period goal by Marco Lissica. And the Vikings try to clear, they can't. Centering pass in front, tipped right on, saved by Vuchmilovic. A giveaway by Port Washington leads to the scoring chance. And the puck deflected by Marola on goal, but Vuchmilovic makes the save. Still 56 seconds to go on the power play. Out to the point, Sheehan. Gets it over to the far side, Morgan, and the puck came over the blue line, brought back in on an offsides. We'll have a face-off outside the Port Washington zone. There's Sheehan's pass to the line, and Morgan couldn't hold on, brought it out and back in. Lissica has the puck taken away, and here's Schiff, who sends it in deep. Comes all the way around to the near side. Bethpage still with 30 seconds left on the power play. Lissica behind his own goal. Surveys the situation, looks around, guys get set up, and Lissica will start to skate. Lissica to the far side, across the line is Marola. Marola to Lissica at the blue line. Lissica high up top, throws it towards the goal, blockered away by Vuchmilovic, out of play, and we'll have a face-off with 8 seconds left on the power play and 11:49 to go in period 3. Lissica wins the draw. Puck is sent towards the goal. It's tipped. A dangerous play there as Bethpage almost scored right off the draw. Lissica to center. Both teams back to full and even strength. Here's Goldstein. Across the line. Puck is deflected in behind the goal. Lapertosa sends it around. Now back out to the far side, and here come the Golden Eagles skating to center. McCann. Knocked off the puck. Lapertosa back at center. Wadika will send it in. And Bethpage goes for a line change. Partial change here for Port Washington as well. Friedman has it knocked away. Here come the Golden Eagles with some numbers. Down the slot, there's a shot by McAuliffe, is deflected in behind the goal. Puck is played out of the zone and back into the Bethpage zone for an icing call with 10:33 on the clock. Off the draw, the Vikings come to center. Puck is played to the far side. Moving in, there's a shot that's deflected up into the corner and over the glass into the protective netting. We'll have a face-off. The penalty, the last penalty on Port Washington, was a minor to Hayden Adboy. He came along with a misconduct, so he's done for the night as well. Puck into the corner. And Bethpage shoots it in. Vuchmilovic plays it to the blue line, and now the Vikings come into the Bethpage zone. Moving in is Langholz. Puck comes across the slot, and the Golden Eagles back the other way with a 2-on-1. Fire shot off the goalpost, I think it went. I think that was a ding off the post. Mavroukis brings it right back in. Fires a shot, goes wide of the mark. McAuliffe in the corner. McAuliffe tries to send it back out in front, deflect it back into the corner. And there's a puck that's played into the protective netting. We'll have a face-off. So we'll have a face-off outside the Port Washington blue line. Lissica back in his own zone, goes all the way back behind his own goal. Now comes up the ice. Marco Lissica to center. Lissica across the blue line to the near side, towards the net, fires one, and Vuchmilovic makes the save. Here's a shot from the top of the circle, deflected off into the corner. Lissica is able to play it over to Verdi, and his shot is another save by Vuchmilovic. He is playing out of his mind here tonight. Look at this setup by Lissica to Verdi, and Vuchmilovic says, I got it again. Here's Lissica off the draw, backhanded shot right on. Rebound in front, Vuchmilovic, another save. Puck comes out to the high slot towards the goal, and Vuchmilovic dives on the puck and holds on. I don't think it's a stretch to say that without the goaltending that Port Washington has received tonight from Vuchmilovic, that this game could be 10-0 right now as opposed to just 1-0. Here's a shot that goes wide of the mark. Bethpage still buzzing. Puck is held in, but not for long. His skating out was Friedman. Puck bottled up in the neutral zone. But here come the Vikings across the line. Centering pass. And Lissica across the blue line. Lissica is bothered from behind. Lissica looking for some help. finds Spanos on the left side. Spanos fires one, and it's deflected by Friedman off into the corner. Port Washington to center. Somehow Port Washington hanging in this game. Here's a save by Belize off into the corner. Puck comes around the boards and out to center, and Marola by himself for Bethpage. Has some help from Lissica, but Marola still on it. Sends one on goal. Blocker save by Vuchmilovic. In behind the goal, and the puck is fired into the protective netting, and we'll have a face-off in the Port Washington zone with 7:07 to go in this third period. And the scoreless tie was broken early in this third by Marco Lissica with another highlight film goal. Off the draw, Marola looking in front. His centering pass is deflected into the corner. A Port Washington player goes down. No call. I think Marola got away with a penalty there. And now, puck in the Port Washington zone. McCann tried to hold it in. He couldn't. Here come the Vikings. Skidding across the line is Goldstein. Goldstein tries to dance, can't get away from a check. Puck comes out towards the line. Can it be held in? Schiff was able to get it in deep, and now some pushing along the near corner. And the puck finds its way to Belize, who holds on with 6:23 on the clock. We have a penalty here on Port Washington. Going off is Jesse Goldstein. So Goldstein joins Nadboy in the penalty box. Remember, Nadboy had the 2-minute penalty plus the 10-minute misconduct. Earlier in this period, you could say Nadboy was a bad boy there. Marola off the draw into the corner to Lissica. Bethpage to the power play with a 1-0 lead. Sheehan at the point. Far side Morgan. Marola in the corner. Up to Morgan. Morgan dances down the slot, fires a shot right on, and Vuchmilovic the save, and the puck is cleared out to center and all the way down. Lissica up the ice to his own blue line, to center ice. Still dancing. Now he'll rag it back a little bit and now across the line, but he played himself off sides at the Port Washington line. And the clock stops with 5:34 to go in the period. 1:12 on the power play. Lissica on the draw against LaRusso. LaRusso won it. Port Washington sends it all the way down. A minute to go on the power play for Bethpage. They have a 1-0 lead. Lissica to center. Over the blue line. Lissica into the face-off circle. Lissica backhands it in front. Goes all the way through to Morgan, but the net comes off the moorings once again. And we're going to have a face-off in the Port Washington end with 5:07 in the period and 44 seconds on the power play. Lissica loses the draw again, but Bethpage holds it in on the half wall. Here's Lissica down the slot, centering pass to the far side, looking for Marola. And again, it's Vucmilovic on the save. Another face-off coming up here. Face-off to the left of Marko Vucmilovic. Off the draw, puck sent back out to center. On it there is Schiff. Schiff with a drop pass. And the puck rattles around the boards. Kept in. Lissica back to play there for Bethpage with 13 seconds on the man advantage. Lissica up the middle to center. Lissica across the line. Gets it to Marola. Marola on the far side. Takes a bump. Now plays it a little deeper. And we've got another penalty call here. As the Bethpage player went down, that was Marola who went down. And it looks like Bethpage is going to go right back to the power play. Is going to the penalty box is Jesse Goldstein. And a cross-checking call. The clock stops with 4:13 to go. We're going to get a timeout here. Bethpage probably wants to talk it over. I would think this is a Bethpage timeout to kind of talk it over what they're going to do here on the power play and try and get a little breathing room. Again, this has been a night where Bethpage has had many, many scoring chances. The story of this game, aside from Marko Lissica breaking the scoreless tie here in period 3, is the goaltending of Port Washington's Marko Vucmilovic. Had it not been for him, and we're not even talking about this being a game. Right, here we are with 4:13 to go in period 3. And it's a slim 1-0 lead for Bethpage, but the Golden Eagles are going to go to the power play once again as they look to try to deliver the knockout blow here. Lissica will take the draw from Bethpage. Face-off won by Port Washington. They try to get it out. It's deflected, and now they're going to be able to skate it to center ice. That's Morisanu. There's a shot that's deflected. A dangerous shorthanded attempt, deflected off into the corner. And the puck finds its way to Belize, who holds on for the face-off. So we're going to have a face-off to the left of Belize. As Bethpage tries to get something going here on the power play. Puck comes in behind the goal. It was Langholtz. And now the puck back into the corner. In behind the goal, coming out here is Sheehan. Now Lissica. Lissica to center. Lissica to the blue line. Into the face-off circle. He'll take it around the net. Lissica still on it. Lissica still down the slot to the circle towards the net. Out in front. And the puck is cleared out by Port Washington all the way down. So Marko Lissica, some great stick handling there. He's got the puck again across the blue line. Lissica to the half wall on the far side. Stops, turns around. Lissica to the face-off circle, to the slot. Here's a shot from the point right on. Rebound shot. Another save by Vucmilic. Mavroukas took the shot from the point, and then all the traffic in front. But Vucmilic is able to make about 2 or 3 more saves there to keep this a 1-0 game. If they can kill off the rest of the penalty and keep it a 1-0 game, we'll start to keep our eye on Vucmilic. Off the draw, puck played behind the goal. McCann tried to center it out in front. Still loose. Lissica tried to get to it. Out to the point, Sheehan. Here's Lissica on the half boards on the near side. Lissica still on it, spins around. Lissica to the circle, in behind the goal, comes in front in the shot, but there was a whistle before the shot. And it looks like, again, they've been having a problem with that net on that side of the ice all night long, with the net coming off the moorings. One second on the power play, 2:14 to go in the third. 1-0 Bethpage. McAuliffe will take the draw for the Golden Eagles. And Port Washington able to clear the zone. They kill off the power play. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the third. And we'll start to keep our eye on Vucmilic to see when they pull him. Vikings trying to put some pressure on here, but the puck is going to be carried out. And here come the Golden Eagles with McAuliffe. McAuliffe rubbed down along the boards by Ben Stein. Out to the high slot, McAuliffe. Fans on the shot, gets it back in the corner, sends it in behind the goal and around. Lapertosa tried to hold it in, but here come the Vikings back the other way with Friedman. McAuliffe knocks it away. Under a minute and a half to go. Empty net for Port Washington as Vucmilic went to the bench. And there's a shot at a goal, an empty net goal for Bethpage that just might seal it. It was Nicholas Marola who fired it down the ice into the empty net. And Bethpage doubles their lead. It's 2-0. Off the draw, we head towards a minute to go in the game, and a 2-0 lead for Bethpage. Puck comes out to center, Bethpage on it. Labasco, centering pass, shot right out by Port Washington, the center where Lissica has it. Plays it back. Golden Eagles is trying to kill off the final 40 seconds of this one. Lissica to center ice. Lissica right down the middle. Around the defenseman. Lissica with the shot. And another save by Vucmilic. And now we've got some pushing and shoving in front of the Port Washington goal after Vucmilic made another big save. Well, not much time left here for Port Washington to try and make something happen. The empty net goal makes it 2-0. Puck is played out of play to the Port Washington bench. McAuliffe was there jabbing with some of the players on Port Washington. Oh, now the official has to separate McAuliffe from Hayden Nadboy, who was the player on Port Washington who was a misconduct before, and he's going to head off the ice because he obviously did something from the Port Washington bench, and he is going to be sent off the ice here in the final 25 seconds. So I don't think that will result in a man advantage. That'll just be a misconduct. .25 seconds left, 2-0 Bethpage. And still some chatter from the Port Washington bench. And their head coach, Michael Alfano, talking it over with the officials. And now I think we're just about ready for what could be the final face-off of the game. Off the draw, puck to the near side half wall. Out to center. 15 seconds. Player rubbed out along the boards. Here's Sheehan with 7 seconds, and this is going to do it. You start to hear the Bethpage fans cheering in approval, and that's the end of the game. And the final score, Bethpage 2, Port Washington 0. Goals for Marco Lisica early in the third to snap the scoreless tie. And it looked like it was Nicholas Marola who scored into the empty net. A tremendous night for Port Washington goalie Marko Vucmilovic, who stood on his head and kept this a game into the third period and until that empty net goal was scored. And now the two teams on the ice shaking hands, and that will do it. So for our entire crew, I'm Peter Schwartz reminding you our final score, Bethpage 2, Port Washington 0. Thanks for watching here on the